Guys, August was my highest month of dividend income ever. I received dividend payments from 12 different stocks and ETFs, including some of my favorites like Proctor and Gamble, Lowe's, and Starbucks. And in this video, we're gonna go through each of those payments and total them all up at the end so you can see exactly how much I made in August for this new income record, and also so you can see my total dividend income received so far in 2022. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, now before we get into the dividend payments, I just want to show you my portfolio real quick so you know what we're working with here. As you can see, my portfolio's current value is just above $39,000, and at this point in time, I'm bringing in $1,760 every single year, which comes out to a monthly average of $146.70, which means that if I wanted to, I could treat myself to all kinds of nice things every week from these dividends, like half a pair of checkered Vans, a food coma-inducing meal from In-N-Out Burger, or 2 ice cold margaritas from the Mojito Hut in Las Vegas, which is one of my go-to spots on the strip. But you guys know me, I'm not spending that money, I'm reinvesting those dividends, and so far year to date, not counting any of the dividend income I received in August, my total dividend income is $922.88, and after all of the payments we're going through today, that should put me at somewhere just over $1,100, which means that I will have surpassed my total dividend income received last year in 2021. Really cool. And real quick, last thing before we get into the first payment, I want to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment below and let me know what was your highest dividend this month and which company did it come from. I'd be curious to hear. Anyway, thank you guys so much for doing that, and now getting into the first payment. As you guys can see, this one came from Verizon, ticker symbol VZ, who paid me on August 1st, and they paid me a dividend of $18.96, a great way to kick off the month. Now, as far as my position with Verizon goes, you guys can see I have just over 40 shares, about 40 and a half shares of Verizon at an average cost per share of $52.51, and I'm down quite a bit on this position right now, down about 17.5%, and I have been nibbling away a little bit at this position, buying some shares here, buy some shares there, because I think it's at a pretty good value right now. And as you can see, their forward PE ratio is really looking great, 8.4 in the single digits, which is about 50% lower than the sector median, and is also 26.3 lower than this company's 5-year average PE ratio. So now looks like a pretty good time to start or add to your Verizon position, which, like I said, is something I've been doing, nibbling away here and there, and probably will continue to do so. All right, now next up we have AT&T, ticker symbol T, who also paid me a dividend on August 1st. And they paid me a whopping $28.19, which brings our total so far for the month of August to $47.15. And as far as my position goes, guys, I have 101 and a half shares of AT&T. This is my only position that I have a 100 or more shares in, and I'm down quite a bit. Kind of similarly to Verizon, I'm down 17.64% with AT&T, and my average cost per share is $21.70. Now moving on to the third payment I received, guys, this one came from Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW, which is one of my favorite dividend stocks. It's one of the newer positions in my portfolio, but I really love this company. On August 3rd, Lowe's paid me a dividend of $11.08, which is nice, and that brings our total so far in August to $58.23. Now, a big reason I love this company so much is because of their dividend stats, and as you can see, there's a lot to love. The forward yield isn't anything crazy, but look at that payout ratio, super low, 27% with an extremely high 5-year growth rate, 18.77%, and a very, very, very nice dividend growth history, 58 consecutive years. Lowe's is a dividend king, and you can't help but love dividend kings, guys. And as far as my position goes, I have about 10 and a half shares of Lowe's at an average cost per share of $195.20, and I'm sitting pretty, okay? Right now, I'm up about 4%, not too shabby. I've seen it go higher, I've seen it go lower. Right now, I'm in the green, and I'll tell you what, if I sink back into the red, I'll be swooping up some more shares. I might even swoop up some more shares of Lowe's anyway. Moving on to payment number 4, this one came from none other than JEPI, the JP Morgan Premium Equity Income ETF. And on August 4th, JEPI paid me a dividend of $8.46, which brings our total for the month of August so far to $66.69. Now, taking a look at my JEPI position, guys, I have just over 17 shares of this bad boy at an average cost of $61.49, and I'm down quite a bit. I'm down 7.25%, and this is a monthly dividend paying ETF, and I was for a long time, I was just reinvesting those dividends back right into JEPI to buy some more shares, but I've since turned off the automatic dividend reinvestments and I'm manually allocating those funds elsewhere. Now jumping over to the fifth payment of the day, this one came from Enterprise Products Partners, ticker symbol EPD, who paid me on August 12th a dividend of $35.55, which officially brings us into the 3-digit mark for the month with a total so far for August of $102.24. Now EPD has just been crushing it all year long, guys, absolutely decimating the broader market. EPD is up year to date about 19.5%, while each of the three major indices are all in the red for the year. As you can see, I have nearly 75 shares of EPD at an average cost per share of $22.50, and I'm up nearly 20%, 19.5% or so, which, like I said, is really not too bad considering this stock really doesn't appreciate too much in share price. All right, guys, now moving on to payment number 6, we're talking about Main Street Capital Corporation, ticker symbol MAIN, who paid me a dividend on August 15th, and they paid me $6.51, which brings our total so far for the month of August to $108.75. Now you can see my main position there in the middle of the screen. I have just over 30 shares of Main Street Capital Corporation at an average cost per share of $39.29, and I'm up pretty good, 8.21%, so I'm very happy with that. This was another one of those like EPD that's really not going to be a stock that appreciates a ton in share price. It really is more of an income play, so seeing this up about 8%, I'm very happy with that. Now jumping over to payment number 7, we have AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV, who also paid me a dividend on August 15th, and AbbVie paid me $14.18, which brings our total for the month so far to $122.93. We're getting up there, guys. And as you can see, AbbVie has not had the best month. They're down over 8% just in the last 30 days, and truth be told, I hope this trend continues so I can pick up some more shares. Right now, my position has appreciated quite a bit. I'm up about 21% or nearly 21%, and I have just over 10 shares of AbbVie at an average cost per share of $114.20. We'll see what this next month brings, but like I said, I would not mind if AbbVie's share price kept heading south. And it's starting to look like August 15th was just a really good day for dividends because Realty Income, ticker symbol O, also paid me a dividend on August 15th. And Realty Income this month paid me $9.18, which brings our total for the month of August to $132.11. And when I first started dividend investing, guys, I loaded the boat with Realty Income. For the longest time, it was my portfolio's biggest position, but it's since kind of come down because I have not been contributing to it for a while. I have just over 37 shares of Realty Income at an average cost per share of $56.58. And my position's doing really good, up nearly 25% with Realty Income. Very happy about that. And I'm even more stoked to be receiving that monthly dividend from these guys. All right, now another payment that came in on August 15th was from one of my favorite companies, quite possibly my favorite, guys, Proctor and Gamble, ticker symbol PG. And Proctor and Gamble paid me a dividend of $11.37, which brings us to a total so far of $143.48. And there's a lot to love about Proctor and Gamble. I mean, as you can see, the forward dividend yield's not too crazy. The payout ratio's nothing special. The 5-year growth rate's pretty moderate. But guys, this is the king of dividend kings. 65 years of consecutive dividend growth. And I've noticed my position with Proctor & Gamble coming down a little bit in share price. I have nearly 13.5 shares of this company at an average cost per share of $135.11. And right now I'm up about 6.63%, which is definitely not as high as this position usually sits. So I think it's been coming down in share price. I want to keep an eye on Procter & Gamble because if it keeps heading south, I would absolutely love to add to this position and make it an even bigger portion of my portfolio. All right, now on to payment number 10, which I believe is the last payment that came in on August 15th. This is Owl Rock Capital Corporation, ORCC, who paid me a hefty dividend of $22.76. This is a very high yielding company, but $22.76, which brings our total so far for the month of August, guys, to $166.24. Now, because it's such a high yielding company, it's a business development company, which could be a little bit more risky, I keep a lower allocation of ORCC in my portfolio. And right now I have just over 73 shares, about 73.5 shares actually, at an average cost per share of $14.16. And I'm down a little bit, down nearly 5.5%, not too bad. And I'm not averaging down on this position because just like I was saying with JEPI and XYLD, I don't want to make this too big of a position in my portfolio. Now jumping over to the 11th payment, the second to last payment of the day, guys, which came from another one of my favorite companies, right up there with Procter & Gamble. Gamble. We're talking about Starbucks, ticker symbol SBUX, who paid me today. Actually, as I'm sitting here recording this video, this dividend payment came in. And Starbucks has paid me $17.79 for the quarter, which puts us at a total so far of $184.03, which means we've officially beat the previous dividend income record. Now, Starbucks is the most heavily weighted stock in my portfolio. I think it makes up about 7.5% to 8% of my total portfolio. And right now I have basically 38.6 shares of Starbucks at an average cost per share of $89.95. And right now I'm down about 5.5%. Now, moving on, guys, to the 12th and the final dividend payment I received this month in August. This one actually has not hit my account yet. It's going to be coming in a few days after I'm recording this video, and I apologize that I'm not able to show it to you, but this one's coming from XYLD, the other covered call ETF I have in my portfolio. And XYLD is going to be paying me a dividend of $8.64, which brings us to a monthly total for the month of August and a brand new all-time high dividend income record of $192.67. You guys, oh guys, thank you so much. You're truly the best. Thank you. But anyway, guys, in August 2021, I only brought in $152.03, which when compared to today reflects a 26.7% gain, which is pretty unreal, and also brings us to a year-to-date total of $1,115.55, which officially puts me over my total dividend income received last year in 2021 throughout the whole year, guys. That's pretty dang unreal if you ask me. A lot of great stuff this month, guys. It's always exciting to hit a new dividend income record, which the great thing about dividend investing is it pretty much happens on a quarterly basis if you keep investing. But anyway, guys, moving on, I want to switch gears and talk to you a little bit about some of the payments that I'm expecting to receive this upcoming month in September. So let's jump over to the screen. Now, what we are looking at here, guys, is the payout calendar on the dividendtracker.com, which is one of the platforms that I like to use to track my portfolio. I specifically like using it for this payout calendar, which shows us upcoming dividend payments and gives us a good breakdown of which companies are paying dividends in which month. And if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, there's a link to the dividend tracker in the description of this video. But for now, moving on, talking about the dividend payments I'm expecting to receive this upcoming month in September, we can see Chevron's going to be paying a pretty nice dividend, almost $20 right there. Big Bad Intel is going to be paying about the same amount. We've got a monthly dividend coming in from Jeppy. We've got good old Johnson & Johnson, Old Faithful, another dividend king, paying in September. Lockheed Martin, love me some Lockheed Martin, also paying in September. Main Street Capital Corporation, another monthly payer. 3M is going to be paying a dividend in September. That'll be nice. We've got Realty Income, of course, and also seeing some of the payments coming in for my Roth. SCHD is going to be paying a dividend. Snap-on is going to be paying a dividend in September. Southern Company is going to be paying in September. And then we have a couple more ETFs here that I have in my Roth IRA. VBR, VWO, and VYMI all paying in September, along with, last but not least, XYLD. Anyway, guys, if you're looking to pick up some more dividend stocks, then check out this video right over here. In this one, I'm telling you about 3 of the best, cheapest dividend stocks to buy in the month of September. So check them all out right here, and I'll see you in the next one.